of a sudden I saw him picking up the child like a human magnet, where they would then pick up the toy and put it into the toy chest.
It is Supernanny Saturday, and today we have joining with us Spiffy, my cat, because he just turned 15 years old. So grab your beverages. Oh, we got a coffee. You ready? And let's dive in.
Ready to help a family who have just brought home a newborn. Excited.
Hi, we're the Peterfreund Family. I'm Keith.
And I'm Sonia. We have 4 boys. Jet's 5 years old, Gage is 3, Trey's 2 years old, and baby Miles is a newborn.
Oh, the baby. Did you see Joe Frost's face? She looks very excited. They have their hands full. They have 4 children, which are all within the early childhood range if you were to go to a local daycare. If you're the kind of person who's easygoing, I go with the flow, I see where the day takes me, this is going to be a challenge because younger children like this need structure. And I have a feeling that they called Supernanny because there isn't a lot of it.
It's really hard for me to take them anywhere by myself. Hey, put it down. What are you doing? Why? Gage is extremely headstrong. Who's gonna pick up all the crayons off the floor?
I'm here. No, I'm not. Yes, you are.
The first thing I would tell this mom is stop asking rhetorical questions. These are questions that we don't truly want the answers to. We're just expressing some kind of emotion. When she goes around the corner and she sees the kids goofing off, as kids do, and she goes, "What are you guys doing out here?" She doesn't actually want the answer to that question. She's expressing her disapproval for what they're doing. When they're coloring here and the crayons are going everywhere and making a bigger mess than what is necessary, again, as kids do, she goes, "Who's gonna clean this up?" You don't really want the answer to that question. You're expressing your disapproval. Instead of asking rhetorical questions, take a step back, observe what's happening, and lead. Give the direction. And before we play the next segment, let me just say this because I really want to say it. This mother is living probably on an hour and a half of sleep. The fact that her kids are even coloring and alive and she's awake. Okay, we use Supernanny as a jumping off point to discuss discipline techniques. This is never about the specific family. It's just about sharpening our parenting toolbox.
I couldn't believe my eyes. I was shocked.
Gage, look it. Don't play with baby. He wants to go on his swing and just swing, okay?
This is a perfect example of what not to do with young children that have needs. Sorry, Mom. He's throwing a football around. And then he decides he's going to throw the football at his newborn baby brother in the swing. Awfully cute and also very dangerous. And Mom goes over and she's like, "No, we can't do this." You're not addressing the underlying needs. What does the child need? Well, he's probably bored, and then he also has this need to be physical. Solve that in a way that works for your family. Grab the little garbage can from the bathroom, pull it out, set it up far enough away from the baby, and ask your older child, "Hey, can you show your baby brother how to throw the football into the little basket? Because he probably will want to throw just like you one day," right? And then go, "And I'm going to go make the baby bottle. Can you throw it in the basket 10 times before I get back?" Boom, the kid's not bored anymore, and they're still getting in that physical movement. And the bonus is that if the child doesn't follow those directions, then the consequence happens of you take the ball away. But at least you gave them an opportunity to be successful.
What? Did you make this mess? So what do we do when we make a mess? We clean up. Did you help make a mess?
Yeah.
Yeah, so let's clean it up. You want candy? Well, you know what? After dinner, if you clean this up and after dinner, maybe you can have candy. How's that? All right, get that.
And then all of a sudden I saw him picking up the child like a human magnet, where they would then pick up the toy and put it into the toy chest.
Go.
That's hilarious. He was picking up his child and then picking the toy and putting it back. Okay, we've talked about this before on past episodes. Make sure that what you ask your children to do is developmentally appropriate. Something I'd suggest to dad is actually do one child at a time. So have the other children watching a movie, utilize a screen for a second, have one kid go in and then be like, you're in charge of just the cars, and then time them. How fast can you get the cars picked up? And then that child goes back to the TV, and then the next child comes, and then you're in charge of just the blocks, and then time them. I know that people hear what I'm talking about on this channel. I imagine that when you hear what I'm talking about on this channel, you think, Kristen, that sounds exhausting. This is exhausting too. Like, choose your poison. Raising children, young children, is exhausting. So would you rather put in the effort and have it be fun and enjoyable, or sit there and bribe or hit your child, right? Pick your poison.
So the first thing I want to talk about is discipline. There is none.
Little.
You have threats.
Lots of unanswered threats, yeah.
Or bribery for them to do something.
Joe Frost has her meeting. These parents seem lovely. They seem like a family that I would have play dates with, although this was many years ago, so their children are probably my age. We do an update at the end of these videos if you're new here to Mommy Breakdown, so if you're interested in that, stay tuned till the end. Some of the things that Joe Frost goes over are you need some structure, you need some discipline techniques, and both parents are like, yes. We do. And I can so appreciate, ooh, I'm gonna sneeze. Oh, maybe I'm not. You ever get that, you get that sneeze and then it goes away. I could so appreciate when people recognize what they're not good at. I know that you only see me talking about parenting on YouTube, but believe it or not, I am horrible in many other areas of life. This is just something that I specialize in. You ask me to build something and just don't. I can't even build those Kinder Egg toys that have 3 pieces. I'm looking at the directions. Just not my forte. So I think it's great for us all to recognize what we're good at and what we're not. And when we're not good at something, seek help in that area. And if you're not good at something, remember that if you find somebody who's good at that thing, like you're watching my channel and you're like, oh, Kristen's so good with discipline and the kids, but maybe you're way better at something else in your life that I stink at. I have a terrible memory. There are a lot of things like spatial awareness, directions. If there was no GPS, we would be lost all the time. I get lost with a GPS if it doesn't reroute me in time. But anyway, enough about me. Let's get to the teaching.
The fear for any parent when you're out in public with lots of kids is that they may run into the road, and that's why it's going to be important for mum to keep things in control.
Hold, Gage.
Stop.
Hold on here.
Stop.
Hold.
All right, Jet's too
Jet,
far.
Jet, you need to stop and wait for me. Okay, no, stop.
Right, now bring him right here. Stop the pram and talk to him.
Joe Frost is going over what she calls the roaming technique so that everyone stays safe on the walk. She has one kid on one side of the stroller, one kid on the other, one kid in the front. In addition to that, she's working on tone, how to speak so that your children know that you mean business. All great things. Something I would add is, can you give the children something to do on the walk in their heads that assist in getting them to behave? Say something like, hey, let's see how many red cars we can find on our walk. Then their wheels are turning, less likely to misbehave. Which actually makes me think of something I didn't show you. I'll put a picture now. Supernanny gave the parents a baby log. It's a sheet of paper where they can write down when they feed Miles, when Miles goes down for a nap, because they're going off of their memory. And of course, with 4 children, it gets a little fuzzy. I don't know the last time I fed the baby. So she's like, just write it down. I would say, why don't you have those older children help you? Instead of having it written down, maybe one of the older children, it's their job to place the sticker up, like a little baby bottle sticker or a little bed sticker. Oh, Miles is about to go down for his nap. Gage, go put a sticker up on the chart so that we know when Miles took his nap. Get the family involved in the routine. It helps with responsibility and it helps with your own sanity.
Well, hey, continue on your journey and keep in touch.
We will.
Keep in touch.
I just want to thank JoJo from the bottom of my heart for a wonderful, wonderful experience.
Thank you.
Thank you for everything.
You're more than welcome.
You're going to be missed.
Bye.
During the rest of the episode, they go through timeout techniques. If you're interested in seeing that, I link it in the description. Let's get to the update on where they are now. This was filmed in 2010. Okay, so a little bit later than what I thought. My daughter was born in 2013, so not that far off. Let's see Sonia's Facebook, which is the mom. Oh, look at them. All grown up. So there's the little guy. Not a baby anymore. Wait a second. Air Force. I wonder if this is the kid named Jet. How funny would that be? Oh, look, back in 2012. Such a mom. Lots of, oh, see, Jet did it. He's got a private pilot certificate. He was made for this job. That's awesome. Oh, look at them together. Mom and dad, flashback photos when they first got together. Yay, a happy ending. Okay, let's look at dad's Facebook real quick too. Very proud father. Again, we have more pictures of the kids right there. What is this? Oh, it looks like dad is into fitness. Maybe he's a fitness instructor. What does he do? One day or day one, you decide. Yeah, it looks like this is what he does. It says right here, started new job, CEO of Jetstream Health Coaching. Nice. One more thing before I go, I wanted to show everyone that we are at 950 subscribers. We are 50 away. We are gonna hit it by my birthday, April 19th. I can feel it. So if you're new here, my brother made this for me. It's 3D printed and I change out the numbers every week. Isn't that cute? So thank you and I will see you next week.